Researcher, back again. Y'all still don't get it yet, right? You still don't understand, right? Still running around trying to pray to these people and praying, we love you, and nothing still ain't happened yet, right? You ain't seen nothing yet. That bomb that blasted off over there was just a sample of what's about to start happening. That's nothing to about what started happening. The wintertime's coming around the corner, and this coronavirus, the corroded virus, or whatever the hell you want to call it, is really going to do its thing. See, because it's going to mutate. It already had signs of mutating in the children and everything else and all the other stuff. But the real reason why that's happening is because we are in the end times, but you just can't see it because you're living in it. And you're living day by day the way that you feel that you should be living. Not according to what the scriptures say. That's why you can't see it. That's why you don't understand it. But as soon as this shit fully hit the fan, and this stuff really gets scarce, and it really get messed up, you're really going to see how people really are. You're going to really see the animal instinct, the animal mentality that's going to come out of people. You got brothers back here preaching on corners, trying to tell people this, that, and the third and everything else, but you got something to say about them. And even if they're not 100%, they're not doing nowhere near the damage of the 90% damage that's being done to this planet. They're going directly by the Bible, something that you can take heed to, and stop trying to criticize people for every damn thing that you don't understand, or because things ain't going the way that you see fit for them to go. You got to wake up. If you're going to wake up, or you're going to wake up to a rude awakening, you're going to be woken up out of your sleep with fire and brimstones cracking your fucking head open. Okay? I'm not a prophet. I'm a researcher. I am the wannabe servant of the Most High God. So I'm searching. And I'm going to continue to search, and I'm going to continue to gather this information. And the information is coming to me in barrels and truckloads. It's just coming to me. So I have plenty of understanding and knowledge that's being brought to me, that I'm not being hindered. Okay? So while y'all run around out here and you think that, well, everything's going to be fine in a couple more years, everything's going to be fine if we get a vaccine. No, it's not going to be fine. It's never going to be fine. It never was fine from the start. It was always messed up. That's why it's like this now. It's only going to show and prove that our way and our understanding is 100% wrong. That's why you got fish inside a swimming pool. Why you gotta go fish inside a swimming pool when naturally they was doing their thing out there in the wild? What's all that for? There's 12 to 24 million cows on the planet, so they say. 7 point something billion people. We are not all getting beef. Okay? Alright? So if you think everybody is going to get that vaccine or whatever it is, you already marked whether you're going to get that or not. You already marked about that. They had a movie on Netflix. I guess it was called The Rain. And yes, The Rain. R-A-I-N. The Rain, right? You might want to check that out. Because it has Apollyon in it, it has a bunch of other stuff in it, and it's all Bible based. And it's nothing no different than what all the rest of the brothers and all the rest of the prophets are saying. All the stuff that's going to happen, because God put into individuals to want to live forever. No matter how powerful you are or whatever else, your ass is going to die. That's the end of your shit. And on top of it, you're going to get judged. See, it's just like, it's kind of like this. It's like, you know how like a lot of the presidents or whatever they said it, like conspiracy theories, like this guy shot Kennedy and all that other stuff or whatever else. And then you find out how the person died after that time goes on, so that person cannot be brought to justice. Well, where God is, you don't get away with none of that. And one thing you need to realize, who made that sky? Who made the ground? Who made the air? Who made the water? Okay? You can't see the air, but it's there. You can't see the words coming out of my mouth, but you know they're there. So there's not going to be no excuse for you not knowing, because God said in the last days, everyone's going to know. And it's kind of weird how all this just, all of a sudden, just up and sporadically happened. You got one guy saying, test it on the Africans, the French guy. Test what? What is all this test? What's all this poisonous for? For what? Did some research. One guy said, this is what he said, that the germs are created inside of a laboratory, Center of Disease Control, CDC. This is what he says is being created at. The germs are created so they can keep selling pharmaceuticals, so they can keep selling the drugs. So if germs are being created for them to keep selling these drugs, did you understand that? If germs are being created, you're still not getting it. What is that there for? Why? For what? Back in the days when a doctor came to your house, he only came with a little tiny thing and he told you may need some juice for the flu and different types of things. Now you need everything in surgery. Then there was a guy, this guy told me to go and look up the guy that made the smallpox or the measles or one of those, some white guy. I don't know how he made this shit or why he'd make some shit like this, but I guess this is what happened. And he gave it to some kids or whatever and spread this stuff around. I'm trying to understand, what's the purpose? Why? Why? If it doesn't exist, it's not here, what's the purpose? What? Why? What's the purpose of the Center of Disease Control? They got all these germs and all this stuff backed and packed inside of this thing over here, and for what? Why? Only takes for a terrorist or somebody that works up inside there to get tired of something and take a bunch of those germs that are up in there and mix them all together and close that up and then take that thing somewhere and throw it there and let it bust. Bilf! Now you have no cure to nothing. There is no cure to it. And that's going to be one of the ultimate game changers when somebody takes all those germs and mix all that together. Bilf! Then what? The bunkers that you're digging in the ground are going to be no more than graveyards and tombs. That's all it's going to be. It says, the one that dwelleth, the one that came from the clefts of the rocks. And so far, in all of the places, everybody's burrowing inside of mountains, and that's for the rocks. That's the rocks. So it's kind of, it's the answer is right there in itself. God says, search as if you're looking for silver and gold. Are you searching as if you look for silver and gold? Are you doing your research like you're supposed to, or you let somebody else tell you something? What are you actually doing? Are you doing your best to spread the word of God around? Oh no. No, honey ass cheeks, her ass is fat. Damn. Rims on that car hotter than a mother. All of that stuff went right out of the window when the coronavirus came up. Where's all that at? Now the children are going to be tainted. And now they're saying you got people with this D-Wave computer, Bill Gates with nanotechnology and all this stuff. They want to stick us and jab us and poke us, and no matter how much they stick you, jab you, and poke you, whatever, it's not going to cure you. You're not going to live on and on. Your ass is going to die. See? And when you die, and you got to go up and face that king, it's going to be, what did you do? Not what they did. Well, because he done this, and she did that, this, that, and here, and I was there, and here, and that's why. No, it's all a lie. You know it, and I know it too. It's just an excuse. That's all. That's all. You just want to just get an excuse going. But you got people like me that are out here doing the research, trying to spread this word around just as decent as we possibly can. And we're praying for people like you to get wiped out and destroyed because you're a piece of shit. because you're not spreading nothing around. You're not trying to help. You're not trying to do anything. You're not searching out nothing for yourself. You're not doing anything. You're supposed to search as if you're looking for silver and gold, not be taking what someone else says. Make sure you get your job done. This is just a wake up, a friendly reminder. Researcher here. Sometimes I feel like this shit is worthless.